It's a new season. It's a new day. Anyway, morning. I have just come back from viewing a potential school again. That's my child, you know. Come in the car and mash up the sitting there. Anyway, as I was saying, I've just come back. Man walking down the road in his dressing gown and barefoot. See that? I get confused when I see that because you couldn't put something on your foot bottom. Anyway, I just come back from visiting a school for Elle, and I think it's the school that I'm going to choose. Wow. Like, you know, everyone said to me, like all the other parents that I've spoken to, you just get a feel for it, you'll know what's right for you and more importantly your child. And just walking through the door instantly, like the vibe was caught like straight away, and I think I'm gonna send her to that one. It ticks so many boxes. So yeah, that's one thing I would say. Like, obviously you're going to do it anyway, but you just do your research when it comes to picking the schools for your children, because that's their education, and early years I believe is really, really vital and important, because that's what's going to set them off and set them up and prepare them for what's to come after. Yes, you want to, like, obviously you think, oh, high school is more important, but I think that early years is just as important, because if they haven't got that foundation within themselves and in their brain, how are you gonna be expecting all this from high school? Like, do you know what I mean? Plans for the day. Mom's inside. She was watching the girls for me while I went. If I am gonna choose here, I probably will arrange another visit and have Greg come with me, and Elle as well. Greg had come with me to one of the schools that I'd been to before, but there's 6, and it's just like there's no point you coming to every single one when I can just do it and then come back to you. Like, we trust each other that much. He trusts me that enough. He trusts me enough to know that I know what I'm doing. I think it's important to build up, not necessarily friendship groups, but just to have people that you know that you can talk to, that have information or experience with different things within life. Because I know quite a few parents and have quite a few friends within the area that I live, who can tell me and share with me all their different experiences with going through the whole school procedures and everything. And there has been potential schools that I've looked at or that are actually on the list for me to visit, and then like friends have told me experiences of things that has happened to them and what they've gone through with their children there. And like some of them have been like, oh yeah, I'm definitely, like myself, I'm like, oh, I'm definitely sending her there. I think I really want to send her there. Then you hear of a story of something that happened and you're like, what? So it's good to talk to people. That's basically what I'm trying to say in a long-winded way. It's really good to talk to people and not just assume that you know everything and you know best all the time. Talk to people, hear their advice, listen to their opinions and experiences, take it on board, and then go do your own research and do what you're doing for yourself. Then you can make a whole rounded conclusion and hopefully pick the right choice, option, answer, whatever it is. Okay, I'm gonna go inside and see what's going on in there with my little girls. And then I think I'm going to actually take Elle to the museum. She's saying, oh mummy, I haven't been to a museum before. And I'm like, no, you haven't. And I felt really bad. I was like, Greg, we need to get her into we need to go and explore some museums. So I thought, why not start off in the area that I live, take her to the museum, let her know where she lives, what's happened, history and things like that. So I've come in and I really need to get something in my system because I have not. Now I'm talking to the vlog. I need to get something to eat because I'm so hungry, and I feel, you know, when you haven't got anything in your system and you're just like, that's how I feel right now. Like I could sleep. So I'm going to get myself a nice coffee and some toast and jam and get me right back up. Do you know what I mean? evening did not go according to plan, and it never ever does. Literally left the library, went into, well, I said, excuse me, Araya. Alright, leave the lights. So yeah, no. Thank you. Come, on the bed. Oh, well done, people. Left the library. The library and the museum were in one. So like the way it's built, there's the library at the bottom and then the museum is up top on the like 3 floors or whatever. Anyway, left there, went into Asda, did a real quick shop. Wasn't supposed to, but ended up doing, you know, you're going for one thing, you come out with a million of them. Araya, leave the lights. Look how it's fighting me for the, Missa, leave it. Brought mum home, come home, literally from, are you for real? Give me the remote. Oh my gosh, Araya. So, came in the house and literally from the car to the front door, Elle was crying and saying that she's got a headache. And I'm like, okay, darling, stop crying, and the headache won't be as bad. Get inside, she's saying her head is hurting still. She doesn't feel well, she's tired. And usually when she's just tired, she'll just cry and say like her head is hurting, her legs are hurting, her feet hurt, everything's hurting. So I'm like, okay, I can't let you sleep right now because it's too late in the afternoon, early evening to be going for a nap. Anyway, I go and get the shopping from the car, come back inside, take off coats, all that kind of business. Tutu, she'd go in the setting, she falls asleep. Elle's there sleeping. Then I feel her, she has a temperature, and I'm like, Lord, please no. Where is the sickness coming from now? Then I let her sleep for a little bit. If this girl, Araya, we're gonna have problems. No, we having problems, girl. Let go of the light. Aya. Yes, that's you. So I'm saying I let her sleep for a little bit, for about 40 minutes, and then I woke her up so that I could give her some Calpol because she was burning up. Tried to give her something to eat, she's not having it. I put her down and I said, all right, let me give Araya her food. Put her down in the settee, instantly fell asleep again. So I'm just like, great. So I've come upstairs to get Araya ready for bed. And then I'm gonna have to wake her up and bring her upstairs to get her changed and ready for bed. And hopefully she goes back to sleep and the temperature goes down a bit. I'm gonna take her temperature as well, just to see where we're at. I've had this before where it will obviously go into some sort of a viral infection or something, but it goes after a while, or it's like a cold. Or sometimes I've even had it where it will just literally be for 12 hours, not even 24 hours, 12 hours, wake up in the morning and it's gone. So I'm really hoping that it will be that kind of a thing. So as anybody, you just hate when your little ones get sick and aren't well. It's not nice, and it's hard to see them going through it and they can't really handle it, because it's not like us who can handle it. Come this way, let's go this way. So yeah, and then yes, I'm here. Where are you going and what are you doing? Should you be climbing up there? The answer you're looking for is no. So if I wake her up in the morning and she's not, you know, feeling any better, then it's going to be a no day at nursery, which throws a spanner in the works a little bit. Got another school visit tomorrow in the morning. So I had already planned to drop Elle at nursery and then take Araya around to my mum's house. What was I saying? Yeah, you know what? Come. This little girl, you see? Forget it, mate. Forget it.